Hey guys, it's your girl Kisei. I'm here for artistic behavior, and today we are talking eyebrows. Your eyebrows are pretty important, pretty a big deal. They help frame your face. They are the icing on the cake, especially for eye makeup or just for an everyday look. Sometimes I don't even want to say good morning when I have my brows on, for real. But they're pretty a big deal. It's so many different ways you can form them. You can use powder, pencil, gel, mousse, pomade, eyeshadow. I can remember my first set on, I don't even remember what I was doing, but my first set makeup, I forgot eyebrows. You know, this is my first time packing a kit. So I didn't have eyebrows, but I was formally trained in art. So I already knew like different mediums of paint and stuff that you can use on, you know, different backgrounds, you know, whatever. So I was like, I'm just going to use some eyeshadow, and it worked. So you can definitely use different mediums to create that perfect eyebrow. Today, I'm actually going to be using a brow powder and a wax. This is from Benefit. This is called Browzings, and it's in dark. Now, normally I would like for your eyebrows to be a shade lighter than your hair, just because you don't want dark eyebrows. They start to look very mean. So I like to go a shade lighter than my hair. Of course, this is my hair. So, well, it's my hair, not my natural hair color. Excuse me. So I'm just going to use what I would normally use on my normal eyebrow color to create a more popped out brow. So I'm using the gel and the powder, and I'm using an angle brush. This is from Tarte, and it has your spoolie on the end. This is your good girlfriend. You're going to need this to create your, to fix your mistakes. I'm also going to use, this is a flat brush from Laura Mercier. It's thin. It's so thin. I don't know if you guys can see it. And but it creates the perfect arch. This is a super old brush. I should really throw it away, but it still works, so why would I throw it away? And then I use this brush here. This is like my eraser. This is a Sephora brush. I can't even, it's so old, I can't even tell you what number it is. I can't even see it. But it's a concealer brush. Or a cream eyeshadow brush. This is probably what they're classifying as, a cream eyeshadow brush. It's synthetic, and it's kind of stubby, so it's easier to act as an eraser. So there's different ways you can use this. If I like to use the wax, and I like to go in the opposite direction of my hair growth, and then I take the brow powder and bring it back over. Or sometimes if I'm just being super lazy and really fast, I'll marry them together and just create it. All right. So your eyebrows, let's talk about where they're supposed to start. They stood short. They should start here. You want to line them up right with your eye, the beginning of your eye. Your arch should go right above your pupil, and then your tail should go at the end of your eye. Okay, so I marked them there to make it easier. So I'm going to start with just the wax, and I'm going to go against the grain of my brow. So me going against the grain is going to basically make it easier for the powder to grip onto something when I take it back on, when I take the powder on. I like to really get there on that arch, because that's where I really want for it to pop out at. And give it that whole look. Now don't worry about if they get a little jacked up right now, because you're going to perfect them. So I would love for you guys to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, share the video. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what videos you would like to see. I would love to be able, I love doing the videos. I love being able for everybody to get this. My whole goal is for girls to be fly effortlessly. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take my powder, and I'm going to start going back with the grain. So now as I do this, the powder is going to catch on to the wax. And powder is a little bit more of a natural look. If you like more defined, you can go with The Anastasia Brow Gel, Dip Brow. That gives you a nice defined brow if you like defined brows. Oh, these look like they're going to be a little big today. You want to keep this part a little lighter. And don't forget your spoolie. Your spoolie is your good girlfriend. And it's okay to look like hairy caterpillars in the beginning. They're going to look like that. It's okay. Just want to take them in lightly. Alright, so I got that shape. I'm going to take the same way. I'm just going to take it this way. I'm going to do both. So you can see. Now if I do it that way, I can really just pencil them in, powder them in without going against the grain. This is like a quicker way if you want to do it, but if you want your brows to like really last and be more defined, you can do it the first way. You can also control how much powder and wax you're using. I really like to really pop that arch out right there, really. You can make that nice and dark. Because like I said, to me, that's where everything is going to stand out. That's where you're going to get that nice raised eyebrow look. Like what? Alright. You want to make sure you definitely don't look too evil here, look too mean here. You want to do that stroke, do those strokes up and short, just like true hair. You want to mimic true hair when you are doing your hair strokes. You don't want to do too long because that's not how hair grows. So you can see the difference. You see that this one's more defined. I did the wax and then I did the powder. And this one is just a little less. They look scary right now though. And it's okay because now we're about to make them look friendly. So you want to take... I forgot to introduce this to you guys. This is a concealer palette from Sephora and Pantone. This all has all the color correctings, your complexion. You can do your whole face with this actually. Do your whole face. My poor brush always breaks. I'm going to take this lighter color here. I'm going to go right here at that arch and carve that out. I start there just because I want, that's really where I want. I picked too much concealer up, my God. But that's where I really wanted to pop, so I lay the brush down there first. And if you have to go back and fix some, it's alright. So now I have that. And your brow, I'm telling you, your brows are nothing until you do this. Like, this is when the game changes. I have so many women come and, you know, they don't know that they should do this. You know? And when they find out that they should, it's like, oh. Now we can soften that color up. Don't even worry about that color because we can soften it up. But what I do want to do is just add a little bit more dark right there on my tail. Keep your tail nice and sharp, nice and dark. Your arch and you want to keep that dark down here. You don't want to keep too much dark up here. It starts to look real evil, real mean, real scary. Alright. I think I went to a little bit too something right here. I don't like it. Alright. Got that all nice and sharp carved out. Alright, So now we're gonna go on to the next one. I feel like I still wanna, and they say eyebrows shouldn't be, they're twins, they're sisters, not twins, but I'm crazy. I be wanting them to be sisters. I forgot I got a remote control in this too. So I can get closer. I'm still learning to work my camera. It's so fancy. Buff that on in. And then, oh, let's fix this right here. I'm so used to going live. I'm like not used to the silence at all. Like not talking to anybody. I like to talk to people when I'm doing this. What time is it? Alright, so now I'm going to do the top and sharpen it out. This time I'm going to use something that's closer to my skin tone. I mix these two because this has a good amount of yellow and a good amount of red. Which is neutral. This is pretty yellow, but my undertone is... My friend would love to hear me say that, but she won't. I'm pretty yellow. Let's sharpen it out, get it to the end of your eyebrow. Make it into the end of your eye. Make sure you buff this in really good. Unless you're gonna put like foundation on your face. Well, if that's the case, you can just really take your foundation and sharpen it, but I'm not gonna wear any foundation. This is all I'm gonna do. So I just want this to look as close to my skin as possible. Soften that up a little bit more so it can look just like the highlight part of my actual skin. Now, eyebrows, how to get dressed, child. All right. Look at that eyebrow. I still have to work on this camera thing, but it's alright. Go ahead and sharpen it out. I don't want this to be too square. Soften it up just a little bit. And guys, I'm also available for weddings. Anything that has to do with makeup. I do deceased weddings. I'm available for all that, all your special occasions. You can just hit my email or go to my website.